Hello, thank you for stopping by. My name is Becky and this is Bex Reads, and happy Halloween, everybody. If you have been around my channel for the last couple years, you will know that I love reading holiday smut stories on holidays. And today being Halloween, FYI, it's not Halloween, I'm filming this early, but let's just pretend, okay? By the time you're seeing this, I'm probably in the air somewhere flying to Egypt, so I had to record this early. But I'm going to be reading 3 probably short, I always like to pick the short holiday smut stories, and give my reactions to them in real time. So I sit in front of my tree that gets decorated for different holidays, and I just read holiday smut stories. And when you are done watching this vlog, if you want more holiday smut, I will link this video, last year's, down below, and this video, the year before that, down below. I think in this video, that's when I tried a pumpkin spice latte for the first time. If you want to hear my opinions on that, go check that out. First, I'm going to read Corny. I saw this for free, thought I'd pick it up. All I know about this is it is a lesbian candy corn romance. Other than that, I have no idea. I don't even know how long this is. I want to say it's not very long, maybe like 40-ish pages. Who knows? We'll find out. But what I am expecting from this, and if it does not deliver, I'm going to be upset. Okay. 2 scenarios. Either this is like a candy corn shifter, weird ass romance. That's what I'm expecting. Or maybe 2 women dress up as like candy corn at a Halloween party and get together. Those are the 2 things that I'm at least expecting. If it doesn't deliver on either of those, I'm going to be disappointed. But let's get into reading this and we will find out. Check out my new hoodie that I got too. It says, "Dead inside, but still romantic." I like it. I will link it down below. I got it off Amazon if you want to check it out. The dedication to this already has me. To everyone who looked at an inanimate object and said, "Yeah, I could fuck that." You inspire and terrify me every day. April, this is for you. 4 women who couldn't look less like witches found themselves sitting in a circle on my living room floor on a Thursday evening. What are witches supposed to look like? I mean, there's not a requisite. And then she goes on to describe how each of them look. Like, your height and hair color really doesn't matter. It's called having standards. Maybe if you tried having some, you wouldn't be trying to use the dark arts to get yourself a boyfriend. That sounds like something I would say. Okay, so this girl crocheted, I'm assuming, a hooker candy corn. They summoned a demon and it ended up in her candy corn plushie. How does she drink coffee if she doesn't have a face? Don't you know that an orgasm a day keeps the doctor at bay? I mean, I've heard that. What if I give 0 fucks that he's married and just want to get laid? Don't be that person. You have a little self-respect. What's that? You wanna come snuggles with me? Stop showing the people your butt. Come here. Candy was my true love. Alright, done with that. Get off me. That wasn't the worst thing I've ever read. It wasn't the best thing I've ever read either. I think I'll probably give it like 3 stars. It was pretty standard. The whole spiel is this group of women friends are desperate to get laid, and so they bought this trunk full of like old stuff at this garage sale, and it ended up having like a bunch of witchy stuff in it. And it had these sewing needles that apparently can bring life to things. So they do the spell to summon some demons, and their friend had crocheted a candy corn plushie that the demon went into, and it's there to help her find her true love or whatever. Otherwise, her soul gets sacrificed to the devil. And naturally, she falls in love with the stuffed candy corn, and then it, you know, comes to life and becomes this succubus demon who feeds off of her lust. So yeah, that's that. It was fine. Can't really say much else about it. Although I will say one thing I didn't like was at the beginning of this book, they were talking about how one of their friends was like a 26-year-old virgin or something like that. And the other one was like, girl, there's something wrong with you. We need to fix it. Listen, if you're that old and you're a virgin, there's nothing wrong with you, okay? So that was my only minor complaint about this story. But yeah, it was fine. The smut was fine. It wasn't anything spectacular. But let's see what's the next book I'm going to read. The next one I am going to read is called The Skeleton's Bride, a monster erotica novel. This one has 41 pages. This cover, that's something. Yeah. I don't know anything about this, but she's a skeleton bride. So let's get into this and see what this one's about, shall we? You want to come snuggle? Come snuggles. Come here. Come here. Get up here. Turn your little butt around. Get yourself situated. This dude is like, I guess, half skeleton, half human. And so he, you know, he had to unbutton his pants and make sure his cock was human. So there's this magic portal that when people come through it, this witch helps them find their mates. I guess if you're mates, knowing each other a day really doesn't matter, does it? He's mayor of his town. Is that Halloween town? Oh, that's the end of it. Okay. Done with that one. That one was a little less impressive. The guy was sweet. His name was Norman. He was very besotted with her, but pretty much he goes through this portal, and when you go through this portal, you find your mate, and this woman shows up, and they fall in love. They have sex. They go back through the portal to his land where he's mayor, and they live happily ever after. That was that story. I would give that one like a 2-star. The writing wasn't the greatest, though. Like, some of the dialogue was very weird. It almost felt like you talking to yourself. That's how the dialogue felt. The smut scenes, they were pretty standard, nothing great. Like, I expected a little bit more kinkiness from a guy who's half bone, but not really. But I did like that he was besotted with her. That was something that, like, the characters from that corny book, that demon stuffy thing was kind of mean and rude to its love interest. Whereas this one, he was all, like, taking care of her, aftercare, giving her choices, things like that. So, you know, it had that going for it. The final one I am going to read. This one is like 96 pages. But this one is The Pumpkin King's Bride. Oh my god, I love this guy. He's so charming. It was shaped like a human man's, but much larger, the flesh of it orange and hard like pumpkin. The base and foreskin were formed of vines that wrapped around the shaft, with a thick head that glistened with creamy orange-white precum like a pumpkin's soft inside flesh. I'm getting a vision. I am getting a vision. I wonder if he'll taste like pumpkin. tasted slightly nutty, warm and thick. Oh, God, okay. Whew. I'm gonna cry. Oh my God, okay. Oh shit. I don't know why that made me laugh so hard. That's not even the funniest thing I've ever read. Oh Jesus, okay. I am 52% into this book, and so far I'm really enjoying this one. So it is about this young woman named Maribel who has moved to this small little village. And it is All Hallows Eve, and they are about to have this celebration for the Pumpkin King. And he comes to this village every Halloween, and they do this ritual because he will protect this village from all these other monsters. And she just thinks it's a tradition or whatnot until she actually witnesses this Pumpkin King. And immediately, she is drawn to him. The way he is described is so weird, but also I could so vividly imagine it. So he's got a pumpkin for a head, obviously. I already described his peen to you, but his arms and his legs are vines. The descriptions are very fall from like the way that the village is set up for this celebration with the bonfires and the food, the way that the moon looks, the way that the forest feels. It's all very, very immersive for me, and I'm enjoying it. It is very insta-love because they see each other, they're drawn to each other, and the villagers they like honor him, but they don't, like they're afraid of him. And she is not. She is very captivated by him. And this Pumpkin King, he is just so gentlemanly, so charismatic. He shows such vulnerability with her. He's like, it's a very lonely life because not a lot of people can see past my appearance. They're afraid of me. And she's just not. She's like gently touching his arm, and she touches his face, and he is just in reverence of this. And it's just so fucking sweet. I love it. But he invites her to meet him in his realm, like the same night. So they go and she meets him, and they get to know each other a little bit more, and then they have their first sex scene. It was very sweet. It was very tender. He's vying for her pleasure. But yeah, I'm really enjoying this cute little couple. They have good chemistry, and when I see them together, I sit here with this stupid grin on my face, like it just works for me because they're so sweet together. It feels very much like a Regency type romance, you know. He's all calling her Lady Maribel, and she refers to him as my king and your majesty, and the way they talk, it just gives off like those Regency era vibes. And after they have their first smut scene, he brings her back again after a couple times and proposes marriage to her. So they say these cute little vows under this oak tree, and they are now husband and wife, king and queen. And this all happens before 50%. Okay, so I'm like, where is this story gonna go after 50%? But there is a sinister darkness lurking in the woods, and the minute these two get married, it puts a spell on her so she forgets what just happened. So she wakes up and she's back in her village, and she has this sense that there's something missing, like she was supposed to be with somebody, and she has this vague memory of a dream, but she can't grasp onto it. So she's drawn to these woods, and she's drawn to like go and find him, but she can't remember him. And this sinister darkness was apparently a demon, I think, that the Pumpkin King like exiled, so he's taking his revenge, and that is where I am at. But what I can say right now is I am loving this so far. Let me get back to reading. Spears tipped with sharpened candy corn. cute. My wife, my queen, my heart. Oh my god, if he calls her my queen when we're fucking tired. Jesus, y'all just finished doing it again, my goodness. I'm sorry, you must light my fire. What? Okay. Okay. Sure. And Jesus Christ. I don't know if I can say this without laughing. Okay. They want to make a baby. But in order to do so, she has to pop off the top of his pumpkin head and put a candle inside to light his fire. And then that will somehow make them fertile. Oh my god, stop it. Oh my god. Stop. You two. Oh my god. This guy went from being a gentleman to being a little dirty talker. Oh my god. Are y'all done? I can't handle much more of this shit. Y'all, stop. Good lord. Oh, that's because you're pregnant. 5 years? I'm sorry, Princess Gala? Like the apple? And she's pregnant again? Good lord. Little sprout. Oh, Jesus. Well, that was too fucking cute. That was freaking adorable. Think of like a Disney movie that's a lot spicier. But yeah, so freaking cute. The evil sorcerer guy who put her under a spell, that whole thing was like defeated really quickly. Like there wasn't that much lead up. Although I didn't get a good sense of how long she was under that spell, because at one point she mentioned like winter, and then like from his perspective, he was talking about fall again, and I don't know if it's because they were in the fall realm, so it's always fall, or if like a whole year had passed without her remembering. It certainly didn't feel like that when I was reading. It felt like I don't know, maybe a couple weeks that she didn't remember, but I could be wrong. I don't know. And then they just went back to their happy little lives and had a bunch of sex. The smut scenes were all pretty similar, like nothing unique happened. But he did turn into a dirty talker there. That got me. And it was always so sweet and tender, and it just made me smile because it was so freaking cute and heartwarming. I think I'm going to give this 4.5 stars because I really enjoyed this one. And if you are looking for like a cute, kind of cozy, besotted monster romance, here you go. It doesn't have the strongest plot, but it was so freaking cute for 90 pages. That was this year's Halloween Smut vlog. Thanks for chilling in my living room with me. I would definitely recommend The Pumpkin King's Bride. Corny, take it or leave it. If you want something weird and quick, if you can get it for free, why not? And then the other one, The Skeleton King Bride, The Skeleton's Bride, whatever this one was, don't bother. Let me know down in the comments if you plan to read any of these books or if you have read any of these. But if you don't want to comment that, but would like to let me know that you made it to the end of this vlog, leave me a pumpkin emoji, please. And with that, thank you so much for watching, and until my next video, have a happy Halloween, be safe out there, have fun, and I will see you later. Bye!